I'm Shoestring Jane, welcome back to my channel and day 2 of Vlogmas, hence the silly hat. Whether this will stay on for the whole of this video remains to be seen, but actually it's keeping me warm at the moment, it's keeping my head warm. It's got so cold. I mean, I'm in the southeast of England and I understand that it's a lot colder if you're in somewhere like Wales or Scotland, but it's suddenly got remarkably much colder in the last probably few days really, and it's been lovely though. I mean, it stopped raining finally, and it's just been really lovely and sunny for the last probably 3 or 4 days. But sorry, the dog is he's just determined to ruin my Vlogmas efforts by being really annoying. He's thrown all of the cushions on the floor and the blanket, so there you go. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. Yeah, so it's got really cold, so I'm trying not to have the heating on all the time. I did say yesterday that my daughter hasn't quite set herself up on her internet, so she is used coming here to work and she moans all the time that it's cold, and I make her sit with blankets and layers and things on, but I do turn the heating on more than if it was just me, and it makes me realise that I have got hardened to it really quite a lot, because I don't need the heating on all the time. Same when I go to my mum's. I mean, she's 88, so as you get older, I think you do feel the cold more. And she has got her heated blanket out, which I bought for my dad, actually, sadly now departed dad. He didn't use it very much, and she hasn't used it much, but she got it out. I was very proud to see that on the back of her armchair when I went the other day. So hopefully she'll put that on rather than just immediately reaching and putting the heating on, because it just, you know, it's too expensive, isn't it? So I'll do all sorts of things rather than put the heating on. So I'm sitting here now actually because it is quite chilly with my heated blanket on again. It's not actually plugged in at the moment, but it will be later because it's going to be cold tonight. So it will definitely get plugged in a couple of hours. What have I been up to since yesterday? Well, not that much really, but I'll show you anyway. First of all though, I will do my Advent of Change advent calendar, which supports various charities. Yesterday's was Toy Box. Let's see what today's is. So number 2, I seem to be opening them all. Number 2 is Re-engage, bringing generations together. Today you have given the gift of friendship to a lonely older person, letting them enjoy Christmas with others. So that's Re-engage. That's quite a nice one. And one thing I've seen advertised this year, I saw it last year as well, but I didn't really look into it very much, is that the local council and various charities and organisations like the churches locally do a Christmas Day, free Christmas Day meal, 3 courses, really nice meal with alcohol if you want it and drinks if you don't, for anybody who wants to go, who's spending Christmas alone, or perhaps they have a disability and they want to take their carer. And it's so nice, isn't it, that people will give up their Christmas Day to go and help out, to give other people a really nice Christmas dinner who might otherwise be stuck at home and not on their own. I think that's really nice. So they even could do transport, so they'll even go and collect you if you're elderly or disabled or can't just walk there or get there yourself. They'll go and collect you, the volunteers will. I think that's just brilliant. I think that's so nice. So that's something that's happening locally, and maybe, you know, there's something happening local to you that you can either go and volunteer at if you're on your own this Christmas, or you might want to take advantage of. It's worth having a little look on your notice boards locally. So anyway, because it's been really cold, of course we've been going out for our dog walks as usual, but we've been wrapping up layers and layers I've been putting on, and this jumper is this is proving a godsend. I showed this really early in the year and I showed it again recently. I think I picked it up at a boot sale really early on in the year for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 quid. It wasn't very much, I can't remember now, but it had the newer tags from Marks and Spencer's and it had £35 on the label, and it's so warm. It's probably my warmest jumper. Apart from, like, I've got one really big thick cable knit, which is really a coatigan. It's one for wearing outdoors, but it's just been lovely. And sometimes it's been cold enough that I've then put a cardigan on top of this, but today, at the moment anyway, this is absolutely fine. So I'm keeping myself warm and cozy with this jumper. Anyway, moving on, I'll show you what I've been getting up to since yesterday. Did you never notice these before? Much. cute road. Oh. Cute little caravan. Muddy track today. Lovely, lovely winter sun on the estuary though. I don't know if it's too blinding. It's blinding for me. I've got my sunglasses on. It's just beautiful. The light here is just beautiful. There's our friendly local cows in there. I won't walk across there because I'm a bit scared of cows. Let's get on up the lane. Come on, Archie. Got loads of eBay stuff to list today and a few things to pack because I've sold some bits and pieces. So I want to get on with photographs while the light's good. Get a load of photos done and try to get everything listed. And I've got to get back to my low carb diet because I haven't been very strict. Well, I just went by the wayside altogether for a couple of weeks and then I haven't been strict since, but I really notice the difference in how I feel and my general achiness. I'm not sure it's exactly the right diet. It needs a few tweaks, I think, but it's better than eating lots of carbs and sugar, which doesn't seem to be working for me. Sorry, I'm being dragged on by Archie. He needs to stop and sniff everything. So pretty, isn't it? It's about 50 million wheeze, Archie. I'm listening to, I'm not reading, The Clockmaker's Daughter by Kate Morton. It's the third Kate Morton in a row that I've listened to on BorrowBox. And she's a lovely author. I love her storytelling. She does a lot of historical fiction and it's really nicely written and I really like it. Anyway, I'm going to get back to that now. I am all about soups and stews at the moment. I made tomato soup a couple of days ago and I've been eating that. And then I was going to do a liver and bacon casserole on Sunday, and when I looked in the freezer I realised that when I had a Tesco delivery, and I never do Tesco delivery, I think it's the first one I've done in the year that we've been here, instead of sending me liver they'd sent me kidneys. So I wasn't sure what to do with kidneys. I think they were a bit strong. I didn't think that kidneys and bacon was a thing. So anyway, I decided instead to splash out and buy some beef. Again, I don't do this very often. It's just stewing steak, but it's still expensive, isn't it? And I've just added the kidneys because I don't think they take much cooking. I've literally never cooked with kidneys in my life, but I know steak and kidney is a good combination in a pie, so why not in a casserole? So I've just added the kidneys. They're not cooked yet. I've got some swede bubbling away and I'm going to add some cabbage on top of my steamer shortly. And that will do. It's just me tonight, so I'll have that tonight and there'll be enough for me and Justin to have that tomorrow. And somebody called Archie is looking interested. What do you think, Arch? He thinks someone's at the door. He would also like some, but probably won't get any because it's got onions in it. Anyway, let's leave those to cook. Put the lid back on, give that another, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. So my peasant food, it's not peasant food, is it? Because now even stewing steak's horribly expensive and kidneys aren't expensive at all, but, you know, mixing it up together. I wouldn't, you know, I was trying to do a cheap meal with liver and bacon, so it's not as cheap as that, but the vegetables are. My plan now is to sit and eat this and watch the latest What Vivi Did Next. She's making chard soup from her garden, and I've got chard outside. It might inspire me to do something with it. Maybe Married to Reselling. I've started watching this couple who sell a lot from auction and sell on, well, various online platforms actually, so I'm going to watch a bit of them. They're very good. When they say it's a dog's life, this is what they mean. So I'm planning to make a lot more soup. So I'm going to make some more tomato soup. When I go to Lidl, I've now run out of our tomatoes, and I love tomato soup, but I've run out of the tomatoes from the freezer. But I did make in the week, I used the last bag of the tomatoes and a bag of courgettes. So I made a kind of courgette tomato soup. And when I go to Lidl, I will buy one of their big, like family bags, string bags they are, of tomatoes, and they're ideal actually for soup. They're not horrifically expensive, but they're also not the cheapest tomatoes. I just refuse to buy the cheapest tomatoes now because I think the last time I bought really cheap salad tomatoes, they tasted of fish. And I thought, that's not right, is it? Tomatoes should not taste of fish. They should, at the very least, taste of tomato. So I thought, no, they're obviously feeding it with fish bones or fish meal or something like that. So no, I'm not going to be doing that again. I buy those ones from Lidl, which are perfectly nice, and especially for soup. They're really good. I'm making loads of soups. That's all I really want to have, and stews, nice warming food. I would go for porridge in the mornings, but I am trying to eat low carb again at the moment, so porridge is out. So instead, the other day I came back from my dog walk and I was ravenous, and I had 3 soft boiled eggs just by themselves, a bit of salt on them. They're absolutely perfect with some coffee. Just hit the nail on the head. They were just the ticket. So yeah, warming things, soups and stews, nice and frugal to make, and you can do them on a big pot of them so that you're not using masses of energy, and they just warm up a bowl full as you need it. I quite often freeze some as well. So usually I end up with lots of different types of soup in the freezer, which is really nice. So if I just want 1 or 2 portions for me or for me and Justin, I'll get them out in the morning, defrost them, and we'll have them for lunch. So anyway, that's not very much to say today. I will be back tomorrow though, and if you enjoy a little frugal chat, some of it's not about frugality, some of it's just about life, sometimes it's going to be about Christmas during this Vlogmas journey, then do subscribe, and then you'll know next time I publish something. But I'm aiming for 3:45 every day leading up to Christmas. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.